Hello guys, welcome to Cyberfinch. This is my website and you can contact us from here. So from today onwards, we are going to discuss cybersecurity from basics onwards. We'll start with the basic terminologies, then we'll go with the networking basics, after that Linux basics, after that network penetration testing, after that web penetration testing and all. So let's start. We'll start with the introduction. What is cybersecurity? Cybersecurity is the practice of protecting systems, networks, and programs from digital attacks. So basically, these systems are referring to servers or database servers. Network means LAN, WAN, MAN, or internet, and all. Programs are some kind of applications apart. So cybersecurity is basically protecting these systems, networks, programs from digital attack. So what kind of digital attacks? What kind of or cyber attacks? So what kind of digital attacks or cyber attacks? So these cyber attacks are usually aimed at accessing or changing or destroying sensitive information. So these cyber attacks normally intention is to access the unaccessible data or change that data or destroy that data. So networks are LAN, WAN, MAN, or internet and all. Programs are some kind of applications. So basically these digital attacks also refer to cyber attacks normally. So these cyber attacks are usually aimed at accessing, changing, or destroying sensitive information. Say for example, there is some data in the server, so that is not accessible to public. So these cyber attacks aim is to access that data or change that data or destroy that data so that the company will have some kind of losses. So sometimes their aim is to destroy, or sometimes their aim is to making some money out of it via ransomware. So some kind of viruses and all. So we'll discuss a little bit more about ransomware and all. So next one is what cybersecurity can prevent. So basically, as I previously said, so it's protects systems, networks, and programs from digital attacks or cyber attacks. Next one is impact of cyber attack on business. Say for example, there is an attack happened on your business. So what kind of impact going to be have on your business? We can categorize them into mainly three categories. One is operational impact. Say for example, someone attacked your business. What happens? Servers may be destroyed, or some kind of data loss happens. At the time, you have to stop your business for some time, or you have to completely close your business. So those kind of operational impact may happen. Financial impact, say for example, some attack happened. At the time, you may lose your money, or some kind of legal impact happens. At the time, the government's going to put lot of fines on your business. So those kind of financial impacts happens. Legal impacts, normally what kind of legal impacts? Say for example, every country has their own legal related policies will be there, so you have to follow those. Say for example, you are storing some kind of people information, PII, or sensitive information related to public. At the time, you have to be very careful. If you do something wrong with the data, or if something happens after the attack because of the data, so you have to be having some kind of legal impact on your business. So yep, these kind of impacts going to be happen after the cyber attack, because of cyber attack. So how to minimize impact of cyber attack on the business? So for example, you saw like what kind of impact happens, how to minimize this impact. Basically, you have to train your staff. What is meant by training your staff? I'll give you some case study. There is a Uber company. At that time, what happened is some hacker called one of the Uber employees and said like, hey, see, I forgot my username or password, can you send me over? He asked some kind of details. Uber company employee asked some details, and hacker gave the details which are gathered from some kind of social engineering or some kind of OSNT. OSNT meaning some kind of uh, websites or LinkedIn, something like that. He gathered and gave that information. Eventually, the idea is the hacker got the username and password, and he entered into the system. After entering into the system, what happened is he got access to the internal VPN. So internal VPN meaning is like he can basically access the internal details which are publicly not accessible via that internal VPN. So he got, after that he got access to the entire company. So that's what happened, case of Uber. So it happened because of, they properly doesn't train their staff. So yeah, after that, keeping your software systems up to date. So basically this meaning is like, you have to update your softwares or systems, or whatever the applications you are using, you have to update the latest versions. So we'll see how we can hack into systems if they are outdated in future. After that, backupping your data. Say for example, some hacker hacked into your system and he said like, I encrypted entire your data, so if you can't pay me, I'm not going to decrypt your data. At that time, backup is best option. If you have a backup at the time, all you can do is just erase the system and put the backup. So backup data. So that's what happens, and how you are going to prevent some kind of ransomware attacks. Basically, that is a ransomware attack. So endpoint on the firewall protection. So basically endpoint referring to any kind of mobile devices or laptops, systems, something like that, endpoints. So these endpoints need to be protected via firewalls, antiviruses, and all. So some other minimizing techniques are there. So we'll learn in future. So another one is CIA. So when it comes to data, or when it comes to cybersecurity, CIA plays a very, very important role. So CIA meaning confidentiality, integrity, availability. Confidentiality. What is confidentiality? So basically only authorized can view sensitive information. Meaning, say for example, you have a Facebook or Instagram account. So you put some post on the Instagram, and who all the people can see that post basically. So your friends, if it is a private account, your friends can see. So that is confidentiality. Only your friends can see if it is a private account. Otherwise other people can't see. That is confidentiality. If they have access to see, then only they can see. That is confidentiality. So if other people also can see, that is confidentiality loss. Integrity. Similarly, you post something, and who can edit? Basically you can edit, not other people can edit. So that is integrity. Only authorized can modify the sensitive information. Basically you can modify the sensitive information or that particular post. Availability, same thing. Say for example, you posted something, that data are going to be present, and who can edit that post or delete that post? Only you can delete that post. So basically only authorized can delete sensitive information. So that is availability. So say for example, there is a server, inside there is some kind of sensitive information only available to the internal employees. So basically confidentiality is only that particular internal employees can see, not public can see. That is confidentiality. Say for example, that server data can be edited by only admins. So that data going to be edited by only admins. That is integrity. Normally any other employees can edit means, that is integrity loss. Availability. Availability is only admins or owners cannot delete the data. That is availability. If any other people can delete, that is availability loss. So very, very important here. Yep. We'll see you. That's it for today's video, and we'll see you in the next video, guys.